I spoke into a little bit of a different video. We're actually doing a house build today. I'm definitely not good at them at all. I try to speed through the little mishaps as best as possible, but I left a few of them in so you can make fun of me while I attempt building. Probably something a little bit bigger than what I should start with. I think in The Sims 4, I've only built like 2 houses. Just 2. The first one were pretty bad. Like, exterior wise, it wasn't particularly great, but interior wise, it turned out really nice. I was just trying to recreate my apartment that I live in right now with my husband. But the other build that I built, as a kind of recreation of my family home that I grew up with my parents, that they still live there. That turned out a lot better, probably because I knew exactly what I was doing. But with this one, it's just completely off the top of my head, and I was like, yeah, it's like I kind of knew what style I wanted to go for, but as far as like what I wanted the structure to be like or where I wanted things to be, it was all just kind of like random. So you can kind of see me just like flicking around like, what kind of sizing do I want on this thing? Because ultimately I want to be building this as a family home that I'm going to be using in my Parenthood LP, which should be coming out later today, hopefully. Yeah, because after this, I'm going to do a cast video showing you guys the family that we're going to be playing with, and then I should be able to finally start recording. I haven't, I have tweaked around with this a little bit, but I haven't played around with much of it, and also I've been avoiding people's reviews as well because I kind of want to just get like a really like when I play, just to be like my first kind of experience with it for the most part. So yeah, I'm hoping that that should turn out okay. But yeah, so I definitely don't have a lot of experience building. But the little bit that I do know, it definitely came from the Sim Supply. I'll go ahead and put a link to his channel down in the description box below, because yeah, it's definitely awesome. And I'm definitely nowhere near there, but I'm trying my best, and hopefully you guys like it. I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to get all this out last week, but like it was almost like this project almost like took like a week, not like the actual building time. The actual building time, I think it took like, I want to say 12 hours because I'm pretty bad. I want to say it took 12 hours. But ultimately it started last Monday because I wanted to get this house ready. Oh, my water can fell. I wanted to get this house ready for when Parenthood came out, and I was planning on doing that, and it would be fine. But like I might have mentioned before, a couple months ago, I started having some pretty crazy health problems, kind of something like super serious, but it was just really draining on my body, and I was just always just super exhausted, and just it was just not a good time. But when I finally thought I got it straightened out, last week it kind of reared its ugly head again, and then right after I finished that, I found yet another issue that recropped up from my past, and then suddenly I was having that all over again. Yeah, just a little bit of a detail there. I was having a crazy like bleeding problem, like it just wouldn't stop. I know that's really weird, but yeah, it just like really wouldn't stop, and then, of course because of that, I became anemic, and I was always really tired, and I was like, whatever. And so they started me taking iron pills and all that other hoopla. And yeah, I wasn't very happy with that. But it also it's taken me a really long time to figure out this roof. I think roofing is like the hardest part, at least for me. It is like the hardest thing for me to do. It's still not perfect, but at least I can hold my head up high when I look at the building. Probably when I get a little more experience with building, I probably won't be as proud of it, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah, so I was just really tired and started taking the iron pills, and I started to feel a little bit better. I'm feeling a lot better today. Oh, see, I just popped into that. I was like, okay, that's enough. Just to show you what I've completed outside, and now I can start on the interior. But Yeah, I just wasn't doing too hot. But then after I finally got that figured out and I got the iron straightened out and they started me on some different medication or whatever for that, then my migraine started picking up. Now, if you ever heard of anything called migraine with an aura, it's like these like flashing lights that kind of spin on like one side of my vision. And it's really like distracting and like I have pretty high anxiety and I don't have that under control. So when that happens to me, I kind of have a panic attack because I can't like, it's like trying not to look into them, because if I do and my anxiety like brings me to have a panic attack that gives me all crazy, then I end up kind of seizing. And like I'll just have to wait, especially if I'm alone, which I was when it happened this past Thursday. I'll have to wait for someone to come and find me. And like I remember my dad saying one of the scariest moments when he found me like in the hallway, just I was kind of like trapped in my cover. I kind of fell and I hit my head on the wall and I was just like sitting there like twitching on the ground. And it's crazy because like I'm there and I can hear people talking to me and I want to respond to them, but it's like kind of muddled and I just can't physically make myself move or like say anything. So it's really, really scary. So yeah, that definitely didn't help me with my anxiety at all. That just makes me even more terrified of it. But yeah, but I had been off of that for like a year. I hadn't had one. And then just this past Thursday, I suddenly had one. I don't know if it was in response to the problem with the bleeding and everything like that, me just being stressed out about that or what. But yeah, that was also not fun. So that just pushed all this back even further. Yeah, but I'm finally feeling a lot better, and I've got medications for that as well. So I had to get myself a little pill case to remind myself, and I set little alarms to take them throughout the day. Yeah. So I mean, kind of serious, but I mean, nothing. I can deal with it. I can. I just need to get my anxiety under control. I swear. 'Cause I'm a little, just always tense. But enough of story time. We're here finishing up the kitchen a little bit. I really, really love the new like items that came with the pack. I really, really like them. Like the gameplay is one thing, and that's pretty good for me, especially because this is what I like to play with. I mean, having like clubs and get-togethers and stuff like that, that's all nice and dandy and all that city life stuff. And I mean, it's cool at first, but like I'm like not really an outgoing kind of person to begin with. So I mean, I don't really do all that party stuff, and so that kind of means my Sims don't either. It's hard for me to remember that they should probably have some kind of a social life, because that's just not what I do at all. Funny thing, just fiddling around with these mirrors, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, so I started doing this and I was doing them one by one, but there's like a one that has a three panels I could have just put in, and I'm sitting here moving around. That was just dumb. Anyway, but I was really, really excited when I found about this pack. I was really looking forward to it, and I really, from the gameplay that I have done, I'm really, really happy with it, and this is exactly what I wanted to kind of enhance my gameplay. I love the new family aspect of it. It's really, really a good time. So in this LP, we've been playing with a pretty big family. I won't go into details, but there's like there's like the older child who's like who's kind of an adult, but she has kind of come back for reasons, and then you have the teenage twins, and then you have a child, and we also have a toddler. So just a lot of kids. We have parents and grandparents and all this gonna be good stuff. And I'm thinking I kind of want to do maybe like 2 generations of this. I'm thinking I want to do that. I do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. They're gonna do 2 generations, and so I can kind of cover 2 different aspects of 2 different aspects of the pack. Like maybe do like with a family where they're doing kind of good. No. I think this time around they're gonna be kind of bad at it, and then well, the second child of them, then she'll be kind of like a lot better. Mostly, like, we're kind of covering the whole family, but mostly we're going to be covering a specific the little girl who's kind of in the middle. I think I like her the most, probably because she's a lot like me, well, at least how I planned out their story in my head. I think she's definitely a lot like me. Just kind of, I have 3 older siblings, but I was always like really quiet and kind of the one that was just kind of like not like forgotten about, but you see me messing around with these freaking mirrors again. But yeah, not like forgotten about, but just kind of like, since I didn't really get in trouble, they didn't really have to worry about that. So they kind of, because my sister was kind of crazy and my brother had all this stuff going on, and my oldest brother was just doing the military things and all those things. And yeah, so I was just like that child that was just kind of like, yeah, I think it's normally like the middle child who's kind of like that, but for me, it was me being the youngest. They're like, okay, we're done with this whole parenting thing. Like, it wasn't like, they're like bad, but I love my parents. That's okay. But yeah, I didn't mind, because I don't know, maybe it's because of how I grew up that I tend to go more towards solitude, or maybe that's just who I was, period, to begin with. I don't know, but either way, I like my solitude very, very much. So when my husband joined the military and he was like gone for whatever, and most people would be like, oh, I missed him, and like I missed him, but like I was like fine, you know what I mean? I know it sounds weird, but I was like fine with it, yeah, I'm just good with being on my own. I definitely need my own little quiet time space, but but yeah, I think I'm gonna do 2 generations. Just kind of like how not to be parents, and then to be the really awesome, cool, loving parents. Yeah, I don't know, because eventually, originally, I was gonna do 2 different families and have like one be like super horrible, awful parents and just ignored their kids, and when they did pay attention to them, they were just yelling at them, all stuff like that. And then I was gonna do like the perfect family, but I think everybody's gonna make mistakes. So let's just kind of like go somewhere in between. Like, not so much that they're just like completely awful, but they definitely need some help. And especially with so many kids, I think it's gonna be quite a bit of chaos. So we'll definitely see. For the little bit that I have played, like I said, the raising kids is definitely a lot more difficult. I'll definitely say that, but I like that. I do like that. I enjoy that. Right now we're doing a master bedroom, by the way. I was kind of figuring out what I want to do. I do wish that tree wall came in a few different colors, but I definitely wanted to use it somewhere, though. I decided to use it here as a little bit of an accent wall, and yeah, and this room here is just I was trying to figure out if I wanted to use the accent wall in this room or in that room, but this is their grandfather's room. He's gonna stay over here. I think there's about like 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms in here, because everybody has their own room. Like, nobody shares. Like, because I could have started off where they, like they were like struggling with money, but I didn't really want the focus to be about money. So they're kind of gonna start off like already like not like super rich, but like upper middle class, I would say, doing fairly well for themselves, pretty high up in their careers already, because I don't want that to be the focus. Like, we're not going to focus too much on like careers and like skilling and stuff like that. Well, as far as like child skills, yeah, and also the parenting skills for adult, but other than that, like, that's not really going to be the focus. I'm probably do much of that like off camera and just focus on like doing family stuff on camera and everything like that. And yeah, that'll be awesome. So as far as the little girl that we're following, this is going to be her little bedroom. You can see her bathroom over on the left, and her sister's bathroom is over there on the right. Yeah, I love the items in this pack. I love the little lights that are like little jars and everything like that, and the new bed stuff, and like the little journal. I think was really, really cute. I haven't added it yet, but I am going to add a little journal. And you have the little night lights, all little sparkly starlights and things like that. It's just absolutely adorable. And I really, really love it. So I'm actually really excited to just kind of like really get in and be able to play around with everything, and all the different age groups to see what's different. Yeah. Yeah, I like this room. It's getting really, really cute. It's like a lot of pinks and purples. Like I didn't want to make her like a super girly girl, but I don't know. I just like the colors. I just like the colors. I was just like, it kind of looks like a base of purple, and then just like fleshing it out with like bright colors. And in here, this is going to be the little nursery for the toddler girl. Yeah, and it's kind of big. It's a lot bigger than the little girl's room. I don't know, but I thought she should have like a big little playroom for herself, because I just wanted her to have all her little things in here. She'll probably be running around making a mess anyway, but yeah, just started to put all her little stuff in there. I think toddlers need a lot of room. They always have. Like, even when I was just playing like The Sims 3 or stuff like that, they still needed a lot of room to mess around with, because they had so much stuff to learn all their skills, and there's like so many things for them to do. And they, especially because in the beginning they can't move around that easily. Yeah. It's good for them to have a lot of space. Oh, here I'm putting in the little desk, and I love the little one tile desk, like the first one that they had in City Living for older kids and adults, of course. That was awesome. But I like now that this one's like specifically kind of like for kids. I really, really like that, because I don't think it should take up a lot of space. Like, like I was thinking about my bedroom when I grew up, like it wasn't that big, like at all. Like, and I want to be able to fit a lot of things in without taking up like a ginormous piece of space. But now this room, you have the living room over there in the middle, but this room is kind of like the little family room, where you can kind of just come and like hang out as a family, like do all their little activities and everything like that in here. And I'm just messing around with the front door again. But yeah, do the little activities. We have the little curfew board. I don't know if you can do more with that little board. I think it just sets curfew. I don't know if it does anything else. I don't know. But I'm gonna leave the walls kind of blank also, because I kind of want to fill it up with like pictures of the family and like little maybe drawings and paintings that the kids do. I kind of want to fill it up with that, as opposed to just like putting like random paintings everywhere. And so the walls might seem like a little bit blank, but it'll definitely be filled up by the time everybody is all grown up. Rugrats style. I love that movie. All Grown Up from Rugrats. I don't know. I thought it was really cool getting to see them like kind of all big and stuff. But yeah, I like this room. It kind of contrast to the other rooms. Some of the rooms I definitely use a lot of like browns and kind of like earthy tones on the rest of the house, but this one's just like super bright and fun. Most of the kids' room are like super bright and fun. Yeah. I love all the little new activities. See, this little thing, it confuses me because it says toddlers only, but toddlers can't use it at all. So that's really misleading. I think they should fix that. I mean, it's not even just children only either, because a lot of my adults, they'll sometimes just run over there and start playing with that, and I'm just like, okay. And toddlers can't really use it at all. I mean, I know we just had a toddler pack, but I wish they added a few more activities for toddlers, like maybe like, I don't know, some kind of like a playpen or something. I don't know. I was thinking of building that, but I'm not sure. Ugh, my throat is tickling. Let me get a sip of water. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, that cork board over there too. I want to fill it up with little pictures and things. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I wish they added a few more items for that. Like, especially like items for them to play outside. Like, say if you want to go take your family to the park, like the toddlers don't have anything to do, so you almost have to wait until they're a little bit older to kind of have like a family outing at the park, or just edit the park and add like a little toddler area, which I tend to do a lot anyway. I did that in The Sims 3 a lot too. But I wish there was like playgrounds or something. Those specifically like child related. And like, you know, when they added the bowling stuff pack, they made like a teen hangout be one of the lot trays. I'm like, I don't wonder why in this one they didn't add like a children lot trade or something like that, where all the kids will come and hang out. I mean, I know they'll come hang out if there's like a playground there or something like that, but I don't know. Either way, I do like this. Like all the fun little colors that came with it, and those new big coffee tables are amazing. Quite amazing. I tried to make it a little bit brighter with some of the lights. I was trying to use some of the newer lights, but a lot of the times, it's like, I just need to use something that's bright, even if it's not necessarily pretty. I just need something bright. That's really the overview of the house. I'm just adding in little tidbits, and everything is pretty much done. Here I'm just adding clutter items and seeing what we have to do. I forget what I do after this. I don't really even know. I guess I'm just messing around with the kitchen. I don't know, stuff like that. I do like adding clutter items. Here's the thing. It's like I have a hate and love thing, because I love clutter items because it makes the house look lived in and a lot more realistic, because normally, like, you go to my parents' house, it's like crap everywhere. Like, it's not like it's not clean, it's just that there's just stuff everywhere. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, we're working on the patio. But yeah, there's just stuff everywhere. I don't know why I stopped here. I think I was looking at a picture, at a reference picture. Yeah, no. Not that it's unclean. So I like clean lines, like something like my apartment is like kind of like black and white. It's like really kind of sleek, kind of like, I'm not trying to give you the wrong impression of it, like, but yeah, for the most part, that's what our furniture is like. Like, it's not exactly child friendly, because me and my husband, we don't have kids yet, but. But yeah, that's my personal kind of style for the most part. But I was trying to, but I do like the clutter too. It just can be a lot, and it's always a lot to go through to try to figure out what to add where and everything like that. But I do like the fact that it makes it look lived in. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with the amount of clutter that we got as well. Just like add little knickknacks, like make the floors look like a little messy. Like, you have like clothes and book bags like strewn everywhere and everything like that. See, another thing about pools, I don't know why I said another thing. The first thing about pools is I have a hard time, like, I don't want to just make like the boring rectangle shapes all the time, but like making the shapes with the little tool thing is hard. Like, I wish I could just have like a circle pool or something like that instead of like an octagon. Wow. Am I trying to say octangular? Is that a word? You know what? Let's forget I even said any of that and move on to me doing the landscaping here, which I'm also not that great at, but it turned out okay, I think. At least it's not just completely barren. Despite the fact that we are in the desert, I don't know. Anyway, but I completely got off track. I don't even know what I was saying. I just got off one tangent into another, and then I think I was talking about the pools. Yeah. And also, when you make those weird shapes with the pools, though, sometimes the Sims will be like really finicky, acting like they can't swim in them. Like, I tell them to go and swim laps, and they'll just be like, nope. Like, they'll get in it, and then they'll just like kind of wait around, and then they'll just like stop. And I'm just like, I just wanted you to swim laps for a couple of hours. Like, how hard is this? Just swim. Like, even like sometimes it'll even do that when it's like a regular shaped pool, and I don't even know. But this one, I got a nice big pool, and I tested it. I moved in Dina Caliente, and I had her in here sewing around, testing all the stuff in the house, and I figured out stuff that didn't work. Like, in the kitchen, I had a popcorn popper in a weird spot. I mean, I liked it because it was kind of like tucked in a little thing, but it was just a little bit too tall for that thing, so it didn't really work. But I moved it. I moved it, so everything should work. Everything should work. Yeah, this house is going to be available on the gallery, and it's actually the first time that I've placed a house on the gallery, so I'm like nervous. I'm like nervous about comments and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm nervous about comments on YouTube too, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm just like, some stranger behind a keyboard, it shouldn't really faze me too much. I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So you can check it out. If not, whatever. See if you like it. That's cool. If not, also, I was curious on how people put, like, when they upload, like, Sims, they, like, put their own pictures, like, and they're, like, they'll, like, pose the Sims and put their own picture. I was wondering how the freak did that work. Like, I don't know. I think you can also take, like, custom pictures for, like, the house and everything. And I don't know how that worked. That would be cool, so I can just showcase, like, certain things. Yeah, you can do that. But I don't know. I need to look that up. Because that would be cool, especially if I continue to do more builds, which I think I want to do. From now on, if I do, like a new LP for all of the rest of the packs coming up, or just some kind of challenge that I want to do, I want to build it myself. Because I think that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, and here I'm just adding some lighting from the outside so it can be a little bit more, what's the name? And I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do with the rest of this landscaping, especially this front. Honestly, at this point, I was at a loss. I was like, I don't even know. Oh, I like the little, like, trellis things I did on the top. Like, I kind of went overboard, but I don't care. I liked it. Once I had it in my head that that's what I wanted to do, that was going to happen. It was happening. So, that happened. But yeah, I do want to build my own builds from now on, and I'm probably going to put them up on the gallery. And also, any Sims that I'm playing with, I'll also put them up on the gallery. So that means, like, when I try to do them, I'm trying to do them with as little custom content as possible. But sometimes it gets hard because that's what I want to play with. But this house is completely CC free. You need quite a few packs though, but my bad. I might do something base game only a little bit later, but for now, yeah, I used quite a bit of stuff. Yeah. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah. So if I'm gonna upload the family, I'm gonna do a CC free version of them first. And then I'll just add in any type of CC that I want later. But I'm trying to add not too much so your Sims can look exactly, for the most part, like mine when I'm playing with them. But I will add a little CC afterwards because I love to make them all prettyful. Prettyful. Where did I get that word from? That was like Lillian from Rugrats. Like, I don't know what's me and Rugrats. I had Rugrats on the brain. I don't know. So I liked that and added that little strip, but I didn't think it looked good with just the grass bits on the side. Maybe it did. I don't know. You can tell me what you guys think. I'm definitely open to suggestions and criticisms and stuff. Constructive criticisms. Because I definitely didn't. I'm learning. I am learning when it comes to building, and it's going to take me a little bit of time to get everything squared away. But yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much done, and I'm out of things to say also. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stop talking, and you can just let you enjoy the rest of the build, or you can just skip to the end with all the pictures and pretty little things. You can just see it and whatever. And yeah, but thanks so much for watching, guys, and I should be uploading the cast video and the actual gameplay video in about a couple of hours. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!